Scott Humphrey is with us this morning. He is the CEO of the World Floor Covering Association, the WFCA. Scott, how are you?
Doing wonderful. How are you, Dave?
I'm doing wonderfully, and you survived surfaces, I can see. That was a hectic situation for the WFCA.
It was. Of course, we had the group in to help Informa with their planning for the East Show on Monday. It was a long week, but it was a very good week for us.
That's an interesting Informa, that whole situation, and I'm sure that's going to take the show in a different direction at some point. But
I understand it kind of filled a void for Informa that they did not have in the U.S. I don't know how much that they're actually going to touch Hanley Wood in the day-to-day operations. I know they left the leadership in place, which makes me feel very good. That's where my confidence is.
So probably it won't be changing all that much, I would say. Who knows? I guess we'll have to see. Bring us up to date on the WFCA's efforts at that show. I know there's a lot going on. You had a lot of people there. Talk about the events from the WFCA side.
We've really got three things that we focus on at Surfaces. Obviously, we created that show and sold it to Hanley Wood some years ago. We are the key sponsor, one of the key sponsors of the now Informa show. We use it for three primary purposes. One is to reconnect with our members, to give us some face-to-face time. We have 7 staff. Obviously, we can't do a lot of face-to-face touching, but at that event, we get to sit down and talk to our members. The conversations we have are both enlightening and fun. They help us understand what the needs are in the field, the needs of our member base, and then we go back and do planning based on that for how we can help meet those needs. We use it to recruit new members, to help them understand who we are. And so this year we had created a $500 bill that had WFCA in the middle versus a president's face that told them you have a trade scholarship available to you if you're part of the WFCA, $500 to use each year of your membership to apply toward industry-specific training. And we wanted people to know that's a good reason to join. It's not the reason to stay. I mean, you can use that every year. It's a fantastic reason to join. But as a side note, Dave, on average, our members use less than half of that.
Do they really?
So they have over 500 to use each year. They use less than half of that each year. So we use it to reconnect. We use it to, and by the way, from a recruiting standpoint, probably our best show ever. We signed up some 40 new members or renewal members at that event. Felt very good about it. We've got a phenomenal staff. It gave us a chance to interact. We get the entire staff at that event. Now, we attend other industry events, but it's usually 1 or 2 of us. But in this, our showcase there is so large, we have everybody out, and we get a chance to hang out with each other. We get a chance to let our membership see all the people that are responsible for providing the resources to them. And then the third reason is really to focus on training. And that might be training our members in what we have available to them. So we select a few vendors and we set them up right next to us and showcase them. We also have quite a few of our people that go and do training classes. And it just shows a little bit of our expertise. So Tom Jennings is involved in doing training there. Jeff King, David Romano, who is one of our key partners and you've recently had on your show. Those are the type of things that allow us to extend our reach a little bit and to show the expertise that's available to our members.
It seems a lot of people maybe aren't as aware as they might be of what the WFCA does, and certainly Surfaces is a good place to do that.
It's our best place. I mean, we communicate every way you can imagine, because what I found out is there is no right way of communication. There might be a right way for one generation, but for the next generation, it's going to be different. So, you know, where we use Facebook in my generation, the next generation down uses Snapchat or Instagram, and so we have to use every resource available. We realized there's a lot of people that did not use any of those social media platforms, and so that's the reason, our primary reason for coming out with the Premier Flooring Retailer, PFR, our magazine, is a way of communicating to our membership. Of course, we have that available at the show as well, but we send that out every other month to let people know here are the things that you can do to increase your business.
I guess really key at this point is making the younger generation, whether they're store owners or not, aware of the organization and what it does.
Yeah, I mean, I've got to be honest, Dave, when I came into this role almost 2 years ago, it was a little scary to say. I mean, it's kind of flown by. I couldn't tell you that I knew half of what WFCA stood for or did. And one of the things we've begun to realize is the more you offer, the more complicated your message gets. And so why don't we begin to communicate 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 things that really can make a difference to a retailer, have the others available so that when we're talking to them one-on-one and they say, oh, I've also got this problem, hey, we can help you there too. Because our goal is to fill the gap. So for independent retailers, we want to help them in every way that we possibly can. And I would say 40 to 60% of our membership falls in that what we call truly independent retailer. We have a large group of our members that are part of buying groups. And in that case, we try to fill the gap. We literally try to find out what the buying groups
what they get.
Supplement, really fill a niche for them. And so we ask them, supplement's a great word because I described this the other day as we're the supplemental insurance. You use your primary insurance because they know you better than anybody. That's who you've committed yourself to. Mm-hmm. But we fill the gaps with programs like Beating the Box, which we launched at this show. Michael Vickers has created this program for us with our input that helps people understand how do you compete with big box stores. Well, that's a program that has a lot of value to members all across the board. But in no way do we want to step in and pull them away from utilizing the resources that make them part of a buying group or a manufacturing group. We just want to be there to fill the gaps and to represent retailers overall.
Mm-hmm. Affiliates. I know that traditionally the WFCA has had affiliates. Is that going to continue?
It will continue. It's a great question, Dave. I'll go back and fill in for one of your other questions as well. You asked how was 2014. It was our best year, at least 10 years, it was our best year in membership growth. Actually, it was our first membership growth in 10 years. We've been down, but we're up 9% overall. But in our focus group, we're up, which is professional flooring dealers. That's what our purpose statement centers us around. We're up almost 20%. That's because of a concerted effort. We've got a great team. So Frida Staten, who handles our membership and our affiliate relations, has done a phenomenal job of helping to align our efforts with getting new people in and helping them understand what we can do for them. Jenny Osted and Gina Basenbach out in California work through Frida and have her daily dialogue with our members. That's worked phenomenal. The one area we're down in is the affiliate relationship. Not real surprising because the number of affiliates is down dramatically. Sometimes people have determined there's not a need. Others have determined that it's too much work to be a part of. Whereas 7 years ago we had 29 affiliates, we now have 15. Of the 15, 6, maybe 7 are really solid affiliates. 4 or 5 in the middle, and then a couple that are on the edge. And so the affiliate relationship is important to us for multiple reasons, but primarily because it gives us a chance to magnify our message. There's 7 of us, as I've already mentioned, on staff. We can't be that many places, but if we engage, when we engage these affiliates and get them magnifying the message, sharing that same message, our reach extends dramatically. And so we're pouring a lot of time and effort and energy into getting the affiliate relationship up where it needs to be.
Of course, a lot of that is a core of people in any given region.
It is, and the problem is those people are also working at a retail store. This is not their only job. They don't just run the affiliate. Actually, where we see people, affiliates that have a person that runs it, those are very healthy. You know, we have Flooring Association Northwest, and Tish up there does an amazing job. Debbie Todd, who was there before, did an amazing job. They're probably our largest affiliate. The Chicago affiliate is a great affiliate, and they continue to grow. They're vital. They provide resources beyond just the occasional golf tournament. Yeah. They provide training and things that really make an impact on the bottom line of their members, and those are the things we've got to help our affiliates do. And so we're proposing and actually beginning the beginning steps of a pilot to show affiliates what we can do for them. We've got what used to be the Middle Tennessee Flooring Association is now the Mid-South Flooring Association, primarily because they're extending their reach a little bit. They used to be just there in Middle Tennessee, but now they're looking at northern Alabama, northern Georgia, maybe even down to the perimeters of Atlanta. And because they're in our backyard here in Dalton, Frida's going to spend a lot more one-on-one time with them. Now, what we won't do for them is we won't do for them anything we won't do for the other affiliates. What we will do is help them actually utilize the resources that are available to them. So it'll be more than a catalog that they know it's there. We're going to show them that it works by working hand in hand with them. By doing that, our goal is to prove to the other affiliates that this relationship is more than just a partnership that's out there if you need it. It can be vital to your success on a day-to-day basis. It can make your life easier, and it can make you more profitable.
Excuse me. It seems like there's a lot of things they could do collectively that they couldn't do singularly.
Well, and they used to do that. They used to get together because they needed each other. But now you don't see that quite as much. Now because of the busyness and...
Excuse me.
That's okay. I think because people are busier, now business has actually improved a little bit. It's even harder to take the time out. I went up and spoke to the Mid-South Flooring Association in Nashville week before last, and had 54 people show up at lunch to hear what WFCA is doing, what we're working on, how we can help them. If we get that kind of audience and begin to share with them the things that we can do to supplement the needs that they have, then we get members. We have people signing up. You know, there's no question.